Hi students, today I want to actually go over and show you how to log in to your course via the sanjuancollege.edu website. You will come over and select the Quick Links tab and click on Canvas. And when you click on Canvas, it's probably going to, it's going to take you to my homepage, but let me just log out real quickly. And it will show, you'll put your user ID and your password. You can click on Stay Signed In and then log in. I am already logged in, so you want to look for in your course selection, in your courses, at the top of the page and select HITP 110 section 609. When you begin, you would want to come to the Start Here folder and then review all of the information that's on the course guide, and I will open that for you so that we can, okay, there we go. The course guide has pertinent information as far as your instructor contact information, how you can reach me via office phone or cell phone, and via email. I do not work on campus. I work in a remote office, so feel free to reach out should you require additional assistance. You can email me if you need me to call you. Please provide me with a number where you can be reached, and I will give you a call back. And possibly provide me with the question that you might actually have. So anytime that, and we don't have a set time for meeting, we'll all as a group, but you guys will be meeting on campus at your regular scheduled time for the class. This provides you with the course description, the required textbook that you will need, also the course requirements, and then the attendance policy. You're required to sign in at least a minimum of twice a week, but for you guys it will be on a weekly basis that you will be working in the course whenever you arrive in your class with Miss Brown. This is the grading scale that is utilized. You need a 92% to make an A in the course, and 30% weight for quizzes, 50% weight for exams, 20% weight for final exam. These are just some important dates for you to pay attention to. Here are some links to important information that applies to this class. And then last but not least, this is your course timeline with all of the due dates and what is due for each week. You will have spring break March the 23rd through the 29th. And then finally, the final exam must be completed on May 1st. Okay, so once you completed reviewing that information, then you would want to review the San Juan College Academic Honesty Policy to ensure that you are adhering to that policy and procedure. After completing the review of both the course guide and the academic honesty policy, you would want to make sure that you click on the Start Here quiz, and this needs to be completed by the 31st, which I assume most of you will complete that on the first day that you begin in the course. It will not let you move forward with the class until you complete this Start Here quiz and submit it. So if you click on it, and it does allow you, it's going to make me log back in. Sorry. Okay, so I've already attempted to take it a couple of times. You have three attempts to take the quiz. It tells you how many attempts on that main screen. Then you will go through and answer the questions, and then once you complete it, you'll submit the quiz. Now, if for some reason you want to come back to it at a different time, you can leave it open and click on the home page and ask if you want to navigate away. So yes, you can navigate away from it. It does save it. I don't recommend doing that on your chapter exam and chapter quizzes. Here, this is the chapter alignment between HITP 110, which is medical terminology, in anatomy and physiology. This is something that is not applicable to students in this course, so you shouldn't be able to see this. You're seeing it on my screen because I have access to the information. Here's just your resources, your reference dictionary, and the glossary. Um, each week you will be required to review all of the material that's listed here within, under each chapter that is due. So I recommend that you take time, review the textbook first before going in and completing reviewing each individual link that is posted here. Studyware Online is a good resource for students to utilize. You'll have to click here and open it in a new window. And I just lost that window. There we go. It's going to ask you to enter your name, so you will enter your name, the student's name, and then it's just telling you welcome to medical terminology. And click on menu, chapter 1, and here are all the practice quizzes, the quiz, the word building, the word search, concentration, spelling bee. I recommend that you go through the animations, the championship, the image labeling, the crossword puzzle, spelling bee, concentration, word search, and word building after reading your textbook, the chapter for chapter 1 or the appropriate chapter for the week, and then completing the practice quiz and the quiz. None of this information is submitted for a grade, but it is available, and any student that has taken the time to go through this information has done really well within the course. So this is Studyware Online, and again you'll notice that there is a comprehensive medical terminology review. There's an audio library. If you want to access it, you can click on the audio library and hit continue, and then it takes you to chapter 1, and you can click on that.
Abdominocentesis.
So it will actually pronounce the words for that chapter.
Diarrhea. Edema. Arthralgia.
You'll get arthralgia from going through all of the terms in medical terminology. So I just thought I would show you where you can get to that information. So it's a lot of good information here that's available within Studyware. And then let's click back. You can always go navigate by clicking on home, but you can click on the link as well. It'll take you back to the home page. And another important resource is MindTap. And you can click here, to actually click here to go back to the different chapter reviews. So you have chapter 1, 2, a word part review, and each of the individual chapters, you can click on the chapter, it will expand the chapter for you, and it will go into all of the information, look-alike, sound-alike terms and word parts. There's activities. These things, it says counts towards a grade, but anything in MindTap does not count toward a grade. It's here for extra practice, and I highly recommend that you utilize it. You can utilize the flashcards. It's some good information for each chapter just to kind of go through and see if you can remember these terms. You can flip the card, it'll give you the term, the definition, and then flip it back, and then you can shuffle and go to the next card. Laser, flip the card for the definition. Some folks like all of the extra material that we have, and again, it makes everyone successful in the course. So on a weekly basis, you will actually come down and see the due dates here, listed here, that will coincide with what is listed on the course guide. If it will just open for me. There we go. So you'll see it says January 18th here, and chapter 1, January 18th. Also, another way to know what's coming up for the week, if you're in the current week, it will give you the actual date that chapter 1, it'll say chapter 1 quiz, chapter 1 exam, and it'll provide you with a date on when it's due. So that's another good way to keep up with it. So on a weekly basis, always check the course guide. And again, I recommend that you print this out so that you'll have that readily available to access. And then first read the chapter for each corresponding chapter that is due. Complete all of the exercises that are available here, and also on StudyWare, or you could complete them on StudyWare online and then in MindTap as well. Because basically the information that's listed here is pretty much found in MindTap, but that will afford you the ability to be successful. And then once you complete all of those activities within MindTap and within StudyWare Online, then come back and then you've completed the practice exams and the practice quizzes. Then come and take your chapter exams that are for a grade. And again, you'll see chapter 2 is due on the 25th of January. And again, each week will correspond. Again, this is just a word part review that kind of helps you get to this point, and you can go through and just do a word review that's available within MindTap, and it's available here as well. And then this provides you with the answer key to ensure that you are headed in the right direction. So again, you'll see all of the corresponding dates listed here. And you'll notice that in Chapter 11, it's not due until April 5th because we have our spring break in between Chapter 10 and Chapter 11. And that's the 23rd of March through the 29th. So please feel free to reach out via email or via phone, cell phone, or you can leave me a message on my office phone. But I am available